Hey viewers, great to have you watching another episode of Twins Television. We are super motivated to work on this Lambo. Look at how good it all looks. What we are going to do in this episode is we are going to dismantle the fuel tank. We will remove all the heat protective items because we don't want to find any more powder extinguishers in the car. Because as you all know, the salt that's in it can cause a lot of corrosion and rust to the car. You don't want that when the product is finished. Let's go! As you all know, the car rolled off the car ambulance in this way. So we had no way to turn the car. Now we recently got those things that you can place under the wheels. Car movers. Indeed, car movers. Thanks. I lost the word for a moment. We're going to mount the wheels again, and we're going to try to turn the car 180 degrees here in the workshop. It's going to be a bit tight, but it's going to be much better, because we're getting more light from outside. Look how much space we've created in the workshop. This is also the first time that agriculture is so inside with us. Super cool, right? And we have created a lot of daylight in the back, so we can see even more what we actually saw in the corner. Let's get started. We are going to dismantle the aluminum white shields first, and from there we are going to see what the next are going to do. Wow, that looks super good, man. Unbelievable. And those tanks, they are also made of aluminum. So they are a bit eaten away by the salt from the fire extinguisher, but we are just going to sand it down and put it in a new color so that it is protected again. Great, let's move on to the next fire. In the images you just saw that we have dismantled the heat shield. And what's behind it is super beautiful. 2 episodes ago, if I remember correctly, we turned on the contact and it's going to be 3/4 full tank. Oh, that means there are a lot of liters in it. Whether that's accurate or not, we don't know. But we're going to try to get as much gasoline out of it as possible. We do that because the tank is connected by a very thick hose located right here. If we disconnect it, it will likely drain completely, which we want to avoid. Now we will look for a positive wire connected to the fuel pump. And we're going to try to pump as much gasoline out of the tank as possible if the fuel pump is still working. I'm very curious if it still works. Let's go. just look at what we've done. We checked if there might be an opening from the inside to the fuel pump, and there is. We had to remove the computer that was there for that. We've reached the fuel pump. This is it, everyone. We're just giving the pump a plus now. So we get the fuel pumped up. By the left fuel cell, actually. By the left fuel cell. And because they are connected to each other. That actually means through that pump. We are now pumping the entire tank empty. And you guys should take a look at this rusted filter. And burnt pipe is still completely intact because it doesn't leak anywhere. It just neatly comes out at the bottom. Which is super bizarre. Well, what we're going to do now is indeed just empty the fuel tank as far as we can. Because it's already super heavy, right? Yes, if we can wiggle it a bit, you can hear quite a lot of fuel in it. So yes, what we're going to do is throw this into the Subaru. Our experiment car, it can handle it well. Let's just keep going. Let's go. Guys, we've taken a total of 45 liters of gasoline out of the Lambo. I have to say, that could just be 3/4 of a tank, right? Yeah, I think so too. If it's 30-30, then it is 60 liters in total. Could be accurate or not. Bronze or meter. Indeed, but now that we have emptied it, are we finally going to say, yes, what is this actually? This is a
vent to
both tanks. We're going to disconnect it. And we're going to dismantle the hose that connects the two tanks, because it already sounds pretty empty. Just now you could really hear the sloshing, and you can see how light that car actually is. And how well it just rolls in here. Let's move on quickly, and hopefully we'll have the tank in our hands in a few moments. So, there, a big jet of gasoline is still coming out. You wanted our oil pan clean again, didn't you? Guys, fuel cell number 2 is out, because number 1 is behind me. But guys, this is the reason we're taking out that tank. Look at this. All fire extinguisher powder, you don't want to leave this in your car. But check this out. Even though those clamps have actually completely deteriorated, they just work. But of course we're going to put on the new ones, and we're also going to refurbish the tank in the upcoming episode. Check out those docks from the WD-40. As if it's made for it. We can just press them anywhere because they are kings. They just really fit. 80% of the time, you just fit it on WD-40. Approach us for sponsorship. Yes, we have already made a lot of advertising. And again, so yes, you know where to find us. And otherwise, in the future, we're going to tape it off. So let's quickly move on to cell number 1.
that one out.
Remove, and once it's out, then of course we continue with cleaning. Unfortunately, there is no smell television available at this moment, but you can probably estimate how it smells here now. Namely, the fuel tanks are completely loose, there is no closure. So that is, we've made huge progress on the fuel walls, despite getting a bit high. Check it out. The back is almost empty. The only thing that's still there on this side is the oil cooler. But if all goes well, I should be able to lift it out now. Look. So, do you happen to have another one of those engine oil coolers lying around? Let us know, we'd be happy to take it off your hands. Check out how burnt that is, it's not normal. But with that said, if things don't work out with us in the future, you can always apply at Lambo, or would you rather not say that? But it's super dirty back here, and you know what it's like, the air conditioning. Well, disassembly Daniel, good afternoon. Wow, it's all clear now. Look at the progress we've made in this episode, guys. This is indeed why we disassembled those tanks. See how dirty it still is here. Yes, one more thing. Unfortunately, something broke during disassembly. Even for us, it's puzzling how it all comes apart. But unfortunately, a nipple broke off on the fuel pump. It actually comes like that. It's going to be an expensive one. They are expensive, but we can't always do everything. Disassembling is the only thing that broke on our end. Besides, the whole process didn't go through. Yes, sometimes things know exactly how it fits together. Now I have nothing but things that have been picked up. On this side, yes, you don't know exactly how it is. We're just going to an exploded view of the parts, which can be found on Google. This shows exactly how it fits together, which is super nice. This is then from your power steering. Yes, this is from your power steering. I'm so excited to fix this up a bit. Are we going to clean it up quickly now? Clean it all up, just like what you guys saw. And then we are fully rid of the powder extinguisher. Yes. Finally, no more face masks, irritated eyes, or salty taste in the mouth. It's much better now, right? Indeed. We're going to keep going. You'll see the result later. Let's go. That's quite a different sight. We cleaned it all up with a vacuum cleaner, and also with a cloth. We're not there yet, as we'll detail everything now that you can access places you won't be able to reach in the future. It must be absolutely spotless. And I also mentioned at the beginning of the episode that we have these heat-resistant panels. It's ultimately a sticker, right? It's indeed ultimately a sticker, so I'm sure no fire extinguisher has been placed behind it. But we're going to completely refurbish it in the future, but we're not going to completely strip it down. We therefore think that these tanks can be saved. Are you curious about how we're going to do that in the future? Don't forget to subscribe, because we're just going to show how we're going to do this. As we just mentioned, unfortunately a pump has been destroyed, a fuel pump. But we've never worked on the agriculture, and if that's the only thing we've broken, we can really do without it. It's a costly lesson since I believe those items are quite pricey. You can still expect us to build this thing, of course. But before we do that, the car still needs to be painted. Indeed, the car still needs to be painted. Curious about the project's end? Subscribe so you don't miss out. Enable notifications to receive alerts when content is posted or questions are asked in the community. Super fun as it allows us to gauge people's interests. Also follow us on Instagram, Twins TV. There's content there that doesn't end up on YouTube. But this way you get to see more of our content if you like it. We still have so much work to do, but I already find it super fun that we get to work on such agriculture. We'll be back next Friday with a new episode. I'm not sure what we'll do yet, but I promise it'll be lots of fun. See you then.